Hello and welcome to a Minecraft Pocket Edition update video. And as you can see in the bottom left, the version is 0.7.0. So as soon as you boot up the game, you'll probably crash because that's what happened to me. But the second time you boot it up, you'll find that the user interface has been completely reworked. And it's much more like the PC version, which is much nicer than the previous version. So obviously you can see you can play single player and play on realms, and I'll cover those in a little bit, but first of all I'll jump onto the settings. So here you can set your name, you can set the difficulty, third person and local server. I think that's all was there before, so it's just obviously a new layout for the settings. We've got sensitivity, I'm going to jump that up a little bit. On invert Y, left hand controls, split controls and D-pad size. Now I think that's new, so obviously if you don't want the D-pad to be covering a huge portion of the screen, you can just put it down a little bit to make it more comfortable for yourself. View distance, so if you've got a good device or a bad device, you can switch that around so you get better performance, and I'm going to bump mine right up to the top. Fancy graphics, I think that's off by default, and so I think that involves... Oh no, that was just the trees, basically, that's just trees. I was thinking about smooth lighting down here, but obviously beautiful skies, which was in the previous version, and animated water, which I think you could only do if you're on a high-end device. I seem to remember when I used my iPod Touch 4th gen, animated water wouldn't work, but now you can have the option to choose it if you want it to. And then experimental down the bottom. Now this is new. You've got smooth lighting and high GUI. Now I'll cover high GUI later on, and I'll show you smooth lighting in a bit. But anyways, we've got sound, which is just sound. So we'll jump out of that. Now I'll cover Play on Realms at the end because I'll waffle on about that later. But I'll just jump into the new other features that are in single player. So let's go on to, I think, this world. So what have we got here? So what we've got with buckets. Now if you scroll down to here, you've got 3 buckets. One which places lava, which is nice. One which places water, which you can make obsidian. That's cool. And then a bucket, which I don't know whether this is just because it's in creative, but I seem to be unable to pick up water. I guess that's probably just because this is creative. I'm sure in survival it would work, but let's just pick that water up. And he was going to show you the spawn eggs next. So these are right down the bottom. Now you've only got pig, cow, sheep and chicken at the moment, so they haven't given you the creepers and the spiders and stuff yet, but hopefully that'll come. And you can obviously make sheep with this egg, and you can make baby ones, baby sheep, and pigs. Oh, and a baby pig. Cows, I'll show you cows in a little bit. There's something you can... I'm just making a mess here, aren't I? So anyways, I was going to say about cows, because now you can make cake. So if we scroll down to the bottom again, you can get cake and eggs from chickens. So I don't know if I can throw that. Yeah, so if you hold down on screen, you can throw it like so. And you can make cake, which is 6 slices in total on survival, and each slice should heal 1 heart if it's like the PC version. Now what I was going to say about cows, if I get myself a cow and a bucket, is that obviously because you can make cake now, you can make cake with a bucket of milk, eggs and some wheat. But if you just tap on a cow, not tap on it, you need to hold on the cow, don't tap it, hold on it, you get a bucket of milk. So that's pretty much everything. That I guess I could show off the smooth lighting a little bit better. So as you can see, get away from the noisy animals, the smooth lighting is a lot better now. And because I remember the last one where all the lighting would be really jagged and horrible and it was just ugh. But now as you can see with the wing of my plane, that looks quite nice. And obviously they actually increased the view distance a little bit, because I remember before I couldn't actually fit the whole plane on because it would like the cloud over, but now they have increased the view distance a little bit so I can actually see my whole plane, which is nice. Anything else? Obviously there's this little button in the top right here, and I can talk to myself. Yay! So I can say hello to myself. Isn't that great? Obviously a multiplayer feature, but I'll talk about that in a second. Now, let's see, it says connecting players inventory now is saved on the server. So I don't know how it worked beforehand because I never actually used multiplayer before, the local multiplayer. So I assume you didn't used to get saved. It used to get saved to devices perhaps, and now it's saved to the actual server, which is nice. Now I will show off. I'm going to jump onto another world to show off fire. Now this is actually my second take doing this video, which is a bit infuriating, but so you can see that tree is a little bit destroyed, and I wonder why. So let's jump onto another world, and you'll probably see immediately because I think I'm holding it in my hand, and if I go over to here, and you can see the burning embers of the remaining tree. So I'm gonna find a tree. Because they've added fire again. So they removed fire, briefly, because there was a bug which would destroy your entire world. But now they've added fire back, and it's actual fire. Last time it was invisible fire, which you couldn't actually see, but now it's actual fire, which so means you can burn down your house or your world if you feel like you need to. That's cool. I'm assuming it's going to hurt me. Yes, it hurts me. I think that's actually everything. So there's one more other thing. The GUI option, which is experimental down here at the bottom. Now, this I would expect is obviously you're not going to play like this because you can't actually see any of the buttons or your inventory. I assume I can place stuff still, and I assume I can switch out blocks. I can't seem to be able to get rid of that. I can switch out blocks, I assume. Yeah, so I can place stuff, but I can't actually see what I'm placing. So obviously this would be pretty cool for screenshots and maybe cinematics if people are going to be doing that kind of thing. It's pretty nice, and it does clear up the screen of all that clutter. So now let's just put that back on and talk about multiplayer. Now, obviously I'm saying this is my second recording of this video because my computer disagreed with the first video and wouldn't work. But anyways, you come up with this new message and it says, "Welcome to the Realms beta. We're still testing features, but eventually Realms will let us 10 Pocket Edition users play together online. It's currently free, I should say, and limited to a set amount of servers. Realms will be an optional paid service once it's released." So the first time recording, I was like, yes, I'll be able to show this off because it's free and I'll be able to check it out. But it actually turns out that Realms isn't live yet. The multiplayer isn't actually live yet, and I didn't realise this until after I made a 20-minute video or so. And it says on Johan, I don't know how to say his name, Johan Bernhardsen's Twitter account, he tweeted that Realms would be live next week. So despite the fact that the update is out now, the actual Realms servers will be handed out next week, which was a little bit annoying, actually. And there's another thing he tweeted. I'll just talk about, if I click on that login sign up button, it probably will get stuck on that screen, so I'm going to leave that. But it gives you the option to log in and register. Now, I assumed I'd be using my PC login for that, but actually it didn't work, and I had to make a new account for that. So, don't know why that happened. But anyways, and then I tried to create a server and it just wouldn't work because obviously it's not live yet, so a bit annoying. But I'll cover that next week when it's actually live. Now the other thing I wanted to show, which I was also tweeted by Johan, and that is that furnaces are completely broken. If I'm actually right now, I'm tapping on the boxes and I'm tapping. You can put stuff in, but you can't take stuff out basically. So I'm putting in cobblestone, but I'm tapping on the cobblestone button and it's not coming back out. So I've actually got some stuff stuck in the furnaces, and that's a little bit annoying. So for now, I'm assuming this is going to be, hopefully, will be come through in a quick fix update, an expedited review, and so that'll be fixed in a few days. But for now, you can't use furnaces. So kind of broken game, but it's a nice update generally. But still, I think Survivalcraft is slightly ahead. If you've played that game, then you'll know that that's kind of slightly more featureful, but I'm talking about Minecraft here, and it's been a nice update. So this has been, I'm not entirely sure who this has been because I've got 2 channels right now, but I'm shifting over to Mr. Blighty Gamer. So if you're on Mr. Blighty Gamer, then this is my current channel, and thanks for watching, and until next time, until the Realms update, goodbye.